So today I want to make a video that I would have loved to have when I was in high school, when I was in college, while I was growing up. And if you know someone who feels like they're too shy around women, if you know a guy that feels like they're way too shy around women, and if you want to share this video with them, I hope it can be very helpful. I have no idea what I'm going to say. I don't have any notes, but I just had an incredible session with the coach that I'm working with, and this topic came up at the end, and there's things that I want to share. My whole life, I've judged myself to be too shy around women. In high school, there were many women that I found incredibly beautiful. There were women that it seemed like they were interested in me as well. But I had so many fears around so many things. I was so shy, so insecure, so fearful. And I judged myself my entire life as being too shy. And I find it fascinating the perspective that we hear nowadays of you gotta be a man and you gotta maybe balance the masculinity in you and this and that, and you just gotta grow some balls and go up and talk to that woman that you like, and you just gotta find it in you, and that very like motivational, very slightly aggressive, very masculine approach, which sometimes I resonate with and sometimes I don't. So I just want to offer a different perspective today. Through college, it was the same experience. There were women that showed interest in me. I found them very beautiful, and I had so many insecurities. And I'll make another video as to why on that and go a little deeper on that. But even when I was peeing 10 minutes ago, I had a thought that just kind of popped and just came to me, that it's fascinating how we tend to think, we sometimes have the tendency, at least I used to, we have the tendency to think that everything about our personality is working against us, or at least the things that we don't like about our personality are working against us. And I want to challenge that belief today. I want to challenge that idea and belief and perspective with the opposite of, what if it's all for your benefit? What if it's offering you value, if it's actually offering you a benefit, but you just can't see it at the time? And here's what I want to share with you, that what if it's a part of you, your inner guidance, your heart, your soul, your whatever, higher self, guiding you and showing you where, maybe who you're maybe meant to be with, maybe not. Maybe there's a part of you that knows deep down that's not the person for you. Even to this day, so I'm 32 years old right now at the time that I'm recording this video, and even to this day, here where I live, I'll just tell you, there's 3 women specifically that I can think of right now that I find very attractive physically, very, very attractive, and they work at different places that I go. Sometimes we have very cool conversations, Everything goes great. Sometimes I feel incredibly shy around them. At 32 years old, I still feel very shy around them sometimes. And at the same time, I know, deep down I know, I can recognize that even though I find them incredibly beautiful physically, I know they're not the type of woman that I want to be with. And it doesn't say anything bad about them. It's not me saying I'm better than them. It's not me saying they're a bad person, they're this or that. It's just me deep down knowing and recognizing that, yes, my hormones and my body find them incredibly beautiful. But deep down, my soul, my heart, my whatever you want to say, my intuition knows that they're not the person for me. And even though, of course, I love having that type of connection, even where it's just physical, right? Just two people that really like each other. Maybe you get together, have an incredible experience, whether that includes sex or not. Of course, I enjoy that too, but I know that I want something much, much deeper than that. And I want a connection on every level, not just physical. So what if, in a way, like I said, it's me guiding me, telling me that no, it's like a GPS rerouting, right? You're kind of heading in the wrong direction, rerouting. Let's go this way. And one of the ways that that works itself through us is through shyness, through being socially awkward, because that's how I've judged myself my entire life. And here's another funny thing that I want to share with you. Looking back to my life, I realized it's like months ago, and it was no, maybe a year ago, and it was very funny and very interesting. When I look back at the experiences that I've had with women, and this was not me obsessing about like journaling and just trying to become a detective in my own life. It just came to me, like these thoughts and ideas just come to me. Every experience where I was actually incredibly shy about going up to that woman, that experience ended up being either extremely challenging or pretty challenging, or just me knowing that it wasn't for me. And it was interesting to have that realization. There was a time that I've shared a little bit in the past. There was a connection that I had with a woman where everything, like when I told people how we connected, how we met up, how the little, like, we could both tell there was an incredible pull there, but we didn't talk to each other for like 4 days because it was a 5-day event. And on the last day, I was able to have the courage to go up and talk to her. So 4 days of just like looking at each other and just smiling, and it was incredible. And when I told that to people, like, I remember someone specifically actually cried when I told her the story. Like, she cried because it was such a beautiful, like, it was like a fairy tale kind of story. Like, you could make a movie about it. And I was incredibly shy to go up to her. So ended up talking, got her number, stay connected. Eventually we connected on a physical level, on a romantic level. It was very quick because we lived far away. And a lot of things happened. I'm not going to go into the whole story because it would be a very long video, but it was actually the most painful experience of my life when it comes to romantic relationships. And the beautiful thing about it too was, like, she's an incredible human being, beautiful person, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful woman on every level, physical and every level. But we were just not right for each other. We were just not right for each other. And I'm glad we found out before I mean, how many people know maybe they have a kid or get married or something, and then they realize, shit, we were not right for each other. So in a way, I'm grateful that things have happened the way they have. And that, for her and for me, for both of us, it triggered so many wounds, and it triggered so many of, I'll speak for myself, I can't speak for her, but it triggered so many of my insecurities, so many of the areas where I had like no self-worth, and so many of the areas where I really don't like myself and hate parts of my personality. And it was one of the most healing experiences that I've ever had. But it was at the same time one of the most challenging experiences I've ever had. Because it was long. It was, I'm not gonna lie, it was like at least a couple months of hell for me emotionally. And like I said, now knowing what I know now, that shyness that I used to judge, what if in a way, it's not the whole picture, of course. Anyway, all these topics, I could dive like 1 hour into each one because it goes way deeper. But what if in some way that's something, the universe, life, God, your intuition, higher self, guiding you a little bit, a GPS guiding you. So if you believe that maybe there's a soulmate out there for me, right, which is something that gets talked about a lot, and I talk a lot about, and I really challenge the main types of ideas that are out there when it comes to soulmate. What if when it comes to that person, you might either still feel that shyness, but it'd be a completely different experience, or you might actually not feel that. Who knows? I can't tell you what it's going to be like. I don't know, not even for myself, and I have no idea for you. But it's an interesting thing to think about, that I don't feel like forcing myself and like forcing myself not to be shy and obsessing about inner work to work through this and completely heal that shyness. Which, it's funny to think there's nothing maybe to heal, there's nothing to fix, there's nothing to correct. That in itself is a fascinating concept, and we could dive deeper into that too. But it's just a fascinating idea. One of the things that came up in today's call, which is something that I've been tapping into for a while now, and it's delicious and freaking amazing, is the idea of effortless and flow, and not fighting against life all the time, not always going upstream against the stream of life, not always having to push through everything so hard and it becomes exhausting at some point. Of course, there's things in life where you'll want to put in the effort and you'll want to do it, and you'll have the energy to put in the effort for that. But if it's coming from a place where you're forcing yourself 24/7 to do something, and you're realizing you don't even have the energy for it, and you're getting exhausted, maybe that's also a sign that that path, when it comes to self-development, inner work, spirituality, that path might not be the path for you, at least right now. It might not be the most beneficial path for you. And we were talking about how when I stop judging the shyness so much, and when I stop trying to kind of force myself to not be shy, and doing everything I can to not be shy around this woman, the less I do that, the more naturally, this is something that I've been realizing for years now in my life, the less effort I put into fixing or changing or healing something, the easier it changes and the faster it changes, which is fucking fascinating if you think about it. So I don't have the 7 steps to you that I could sell in an ebook, and I know I make fun of that a lot, but I don't have a specific exercise that you'll do it and everything will magically change. I just like to question our approach and question the way we see and perceive life and our experiences, and just see what feels more helpful to you, see what resonates with you more. Maybe that idea that I said of we have the tendency to judge the things that we don't like about ourselves, or all of them being working against us. And the reason why I haven't found my soulmate is because of these things about my personality. The reason why I can't connect with women is because I'm so shy. The reason why I can't find a partner is because I'm so socially awkward. What if that's working in my favor? What if that's actually helping me, guiding me? The connection that I'm looking for is much deeper than that. In some experiences in my life I've been guided away from. I think it's a fascinating thing to explore. I don't have all the answers, but I just wanted to share these ideas today. There's so much more that I could share, and I probably will share more, because like I said at the beginning of the video, I want to start making videos that I wished someone had shared them with me 15 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago. And this is something that when it truly sinks in, and when we truly embody this, which, like I said, please don't force yourself to, I'm not giving you things to add to your to-do list, but you might want to maybe even listen to this video a few times and just see if it sinks in a little deeper every time, and just see what comes up for you. I never share anything as the universal truth, the absolute truth. I share things that might spark little things within you, little ideas and things for yourself, for your own current circumstances and your own life and your own experiences. So if you feel like someone who you know might judge themselves as being too shy around women, and you want to share this video, that would mean a lot, because I think if I would have received this video when I was a teenager, then holy shit, my life would have been different. And like I always say, it's not that I want to go back and change how everything happened, because exactly how everything happened might have been exactly what I needed to go through to become the person that I am now, become the person that I'm meant to become. And same for you. The experiences that you're going through are exactly what you need to go through to become the person that you're meant to be. So I think starting to recognize the value in all of our experiences, all the things that we've judged and labeled as negative, bad, horrible, all those experiences, you will get to a place and sometime in the future where you'll start to realize that all those experiences had so much value in them that we start to, in a strange way, we start being grateful for all those experiences. So in a strange way, I'm grateful for my shyness. I'm grateful for what I label as being socially awkward. So I hope that helps. If it did, if you want to give the video a little thumbs up, that really helps out, because my videos don't reach a lot of people. So it would mean a lot if I can get these ideas to more people and see if they can help. So thank you so much. Have an amazing day.